Hey, how's it going, everybody? And welcome to the Channel X Nintendo E3 2019 wrap up. I am your host, TomDog247, and as always, I'm Tom Dog all day and Tom Dog all night. Alright, so we have a very good lineup here. I'm enjoying, before we get started, I was gonna say this is episode 3 of the Channel X E3 week. I'm enjoying this. I'm really enjoying this. I started early, in light of I was supposed to. This was going to be episode 2. I'm glad I didn't do it that way, and just started everything all early. I'm just having a great time with this, and this is what it's all about here, Nintendo E3 2019. I'm enjoying this. I saw Nintendo Direct earlier today. I love it. I absolutely loved it, and we're gonna break down all the things in order on what's gonna be happening. Now, a lot of these things are gonna be coming out a lot of games are going to be coming out this year, but by the holiday, and maybe like a small handful of games that are coming out in 2020, and we'll get to that when we get there. Um, so um, they open up the show um, with a Smash Brothers trailer. Um, they're showing off. They showed off who was going to be the DLC fighter. Nobody expected this, and it's the hero from the Dungeon Quest Heroes. Um, he's going to be the new character for Smash Brothers. It looks amazing. Um, Dragon Quest is a good game to begin with, and I never really got invested in any of those games, but it really is cool. The game does get a lot of love and everything, and to help promote the hero from Dragon Quest, they got Dragon Quest 11, the definitive edition, being remastered and everything, for the Switch. It does look really amazing. So, great way to promote a really great way to promote that. So kudos to them. Um, so we're gonna be seeing Dragon Quest 11 coming out later this year. Luigi's Mansion 3. I did not expect this either. I honestly did not expect this either. Um, they showed off the gameplay and everything. It looks amazing. They got a new They have a new character for Luigi in a shape of slime, and the character's name is Gooigi. It's actually a goopy model of Luigi. So I would actually love to see Luigi in Super Smash Brothers. I really don't know why, but I think that would be really really cool. Um, just have the same, just pretty much have the same element, as a character skin. I think that would be really cool. Um, if they'll go that route, I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say, but I actually like that. I actually like it. It's actually growing on me. Or, you know what? I would actually love to see that as an amiibo. I would really love to see that as an amiibo. It actually looks really, really cool. So, um, so yeah, the rumors about Netflix um were true. They were actually at E3, and one of the games that they showed off was the Dark Crystal. Um, yeah, they got the Dark Crystal in promotion with the new movie that's coming out from Jim Henson Productions, and I gotta say it looks pretty interesting. But that kind of game style, I've played before. I forgot what game it was, but um, I I played it before. I played something similar to that, with the game where they move um like a game board and everything, like it's a board game or something like that. It's it's kind of not my forte, uh, if you can call it that. Um, just not my cup of tea. But the game does look pretty interesting. Maybe I'll give it a try. If they have a demo on it, I will, give it a shot, see how I like it. Um, Next they showed off Link's Awakening, which is coming out this fall. Um, it looks really really great. I cannot wait for I cannot wait for this to come out. Um, I remember playing Link's Awakening on the Game Boy, and this being remastered, and it looks really good. And in this one, you can also make your own dungeon. Now I don't know if you're able to share with your friends and like submit it to friends. Kind of like um what Super Mario Maker does, where you can share it with share levels with your friends and everything. I don't know if that's going to be the case, but something that was hinted upon before, and looks like it's something um, that because of this dungeon creator, I think it's something that can actually become a thing in the future with with the legend, just the Legend of Zelda in the whole, where you can just make a make a dungeon creator, um, just make dungeons, and everybody would be happy with that, and I think it'll be really cool. Um, like they can use the original NES versions and everything. I think it would work. Um, be interesting to see what happens, but who knows, right? um, and then of course they have Trials of Mana. It's being remastered as well. This is coming out. I think in 2020. Um, as well as the Collection of Mana, which is a lot of Secret of Mana. There's like a lot of Secret of Mana games that are coming out. I have played the Secret of Mana when it was out for the Super Nintendo. Um, it was pretty good. I have nothing against it. I'm just glad that they're getting redone and there's finally going to be a collection of it. I mean, let's remaster Chrono Trigger. Come on, let's do that. Let's do it. That game was awesome right there. But the gameplay looks amazing. Um, Up next they showed The Witcher 3. Um, that's getting remastered. That's getting a a Switch release. That one I think, from what I understand, is coming out next year. This game, Witcher 3. I have nothing against the Witcher series. I played them briefly. They're very good. I enjoy them. Um, the Witcher 3 is best one out of the series, in my opinion. So it's nice that it's finally coming to the Switch. So I'm looking forward to that, and so we'll see what happens. Um, Excuse me, I'm doing this show late. I apologize. Up next they showed off Fire Emblem Three Houses, another Fire Emblem game. It looks pretty good. I never got too invested in the Fire Emblem series, but I know there's a lot of them. For the short time that they have come out, and it's a very popular franchise. So, um, I have nothing against it. So the game is actually, the games are very good. So Fire Emblem Three Houses looks pretty interesting, and something that I would probably give a try. Um, they're remastering Resident Evil, the first Resident Evil. They're bringing that to the Switch. Also, Resident Evil 5 and Resident Evil 6 is also coming to the Switch, so that's actually very good. Um, they're getting ported over to the Switch as well, so kudos to that. Um, then they showed off a bunch of other games that hasn't been um so it looks very games. Some of the game I've already mentioned. There's like a couple of games I've already mentioned in my Xbox briefing, so um it's good that they're getting ported over to the Switch. um so that's real. Minecraft Dungeons looks to be really good. Up next, they showed off No More Heroes 3. Um, I'll be honest with you, this is the first. I never, I completely forgot that there were that this that there was two others in the series, and from this third one, it actually looks pretty good. I gotta look at the other two to check them out, and they look amazing. They look really really amazing. Um, well, the third one actually, and that's coming out. That's coming out soon. Um, then this fall, Contra Rogue Core. Um, I'm glad that a new Contra game is coming. Not only to the Switch but also to the PlayStation and to the Xbox One as well. But they showed off they showed off the trailer on Nintendo Direct, and it's coming out this fall. And out right now is the Contra Collection, which is I'm definitely picking up because they have the classic Contra game that I used to play on the NES. I am getting it. I am getting it. I am getting it. I absolutely am excited for this. Is that my favorite? The favorite Contra game is on there. And what's interesting is that they showed off. If you have the Nintendo Switch, look at the news wire for this. It looks amazing. They have a little video of it, and then on the very bottom to link you into the to the eShop. They have the original Konami code, so I'm feeling nostalgic about this, and I absolutely love this. So as soon as I get paid, I'm definitely picking that up. Contra Collection, definitely worth picking up. You don't want to, this is a must own. And they actually have some other Contra games as well too, that that hasn't really been released until now. So this right here is a very good nostalgia trip. Not only am I going to get it for the Switch, but I'm thinking about getting it for the PlayStation as well too, so that you can so that I can live stream, because unfortunately I don't have anything to live stream with on the Switch. So sorry. so, up next they showed off Daemon X Machina. Game looks really good. I'm going to be repeating what I think about it. The gameplay looks amazing. It looks really really good. This next game, I actually was when I saw the trailer and the gameplay, I was like, is that Panzer Dragoon? I was like, is that Panzer Dragoon? And then when they finally showed off the the name of the game, of course it was Panzer Dragoon, and I was like, oh my god, it was gonna. Well, I didn't say that. I'm being family friendly right now, but you get what I'm saying. Um, so yeah, Panzer Dragoon is getting remastered from the Saturn, from the Sega Saturn, and coming to the Switch. Awesome! I love Panzer Dragoon. I love that game. They showed more about Pokemon Sword and Shield. You would be able to use your um, the the Pokeball Plus that you were able to do with Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, and the Pokemon that you captured in those games, you can actually use in Sword and Shield, and they have like little surprises in store too. So that was one of the things that they mentioned out. Up next, they showed off Astral Chain. I mean, it looks really really good. Um, Nothing wrong with that. Um, then they showed off Empire of the Sin. It's going to be on all consoles, so it looks really really good. Marvel Ultimate Alliance 3, Nintendo Switch exclusive, looks amazing. I don't know if it's going to get. I don't know if it is an exclusive, to be honest with you. I think it is, but it looks amazing regardless. Then they showed off more of Cadence of Hyrule. They're showing off a lot of um, Link uh, things and everything. It really does look amazing. Mario Sonic at the Olympics, Tokyo 2020. That game looks it looks really good. I never really got. I played the first one, and they're okay. It's just that I want to see more. I want to see Mario and Sonic in a crossover adventure, to be quite honest with you. So when I played the very first Mario and Sonic at the Olympics, and I was blown away that the fact that Mario and Sonic, that was like their first time being in the game, being in the game together, and I was like, wow, oh my god. I was like, two biggest rivals going at it, in Olympics. But now I want to see them in an adventure. I want to see them. I want to see Mario and Sonic, just being have an adventure together, and do like a crossover adventure. Um, Up next, they showed off Animal Crossing New Horizons. That's their new Animal Crossing game that's coming out, and I absolutely cannot wait to see to get this game. It's coming out in March 2020. They're doing that now. A lot of people are kind of upset. A lot of people are kind of upset about Animal Crossing being delayed to 2020, but I cannot complain because of the fact that I love Animal Crossing, and to me it looks really really good. The Animal Crossing games never disappoint, and I kind of have a soft spot for some of the like the Home Decorator and the Mario Party clone that they also made. I don't have a problem with those. It's just the fact that um but as far as the Animal Crossing titles itself, Animal Crossing, and then Animal Crossing New Leaf, and Animal Crossing Big City, I never had a problem with those games because of the fact that every time that there was an Animal Crossing game like that, I I've always was never disappointed because it's always been a relaxation for me. Um, and this one's a little bit more creative. You get to build, stuff. You're on an island. Um, you start off with a tent, of course, and then you get to build your house. So that's pretty cool. That I think is really really cool. Um, and the customizations look great. You can make sidewalks and everything. It looks amazing. The gameplay looks great. even though it's even though the game's going to be delayed, but they want it to be perfect, and Nintendo has always been like that. So and I never have a problem with a game being delayed as long as it's worth it. No Man's Sky, let's not talk about that. How I feel about that. Um, Red Dead Redemption comes to mind about how last year the game was delayed, kept constantly being delayed. A lot of people were giving it flack for being delayed, and I said what I had to say, and it was well received and everything. So I don't have a problem with Animal Crossing being delayed because I rather have the game be you know be good on be great on launch than having to have the game be terrible on launch. So the wait, it will be well worth it. It would be. Then they had one more Smash Brothers trailer, and this one was really good. Everybody's excited. So am I. Banjo Kazooie are coming to Super Smash Brothers Ultimate, and I have to read you. I have to read you some tweets. Uh, that were coming out. Um, this tweet comes from Rare, from Rare Limited. He goes, "You asked, we listened. Nintendo, we're listening too, and we're happy to work with our old friends to make this one a reality. Banjo and Kazooie are coming to Super Smash Bros. Ultimate." And then they also have some. Then Xbox tweeted out, "We appreciate your support and are happy to see Banjo and Kazooie join the Smash family." Phil Spencer also tweeted out too. I'm trying to find it. Because I do follow him on Twitter. And there's only one thing to do. There we go. He just says yes. He's excited. He really is excited. So I'm actually um excited with it, and so this looks really, really good. Um, so yeah, a little bit of breaking news from Konami. Um, Konami made themselves known, and Konami has entered the retro consoles race announcing the re-release of NEC's TurboGrafx 16 in a miniature size. The console will come preloaded with a number of classic games, including R-Type, New Adventure Island, Ninja Spirit, and YS Book 1 and 2. So that is actually pretty cool. So yeah, that is very, very awesome. So I'm actually looking forward to it. I never played the TurboGrafx 16. We never really It was never really popular in my area. We were more into so yes, sir. so so yeah, I thought that's really, really cool, and it, brings the the mini market into to full effect. And a lot of these classic consoles are you know coming back in mini form. We have the NES Classic, the PlayStation Classic, and the SNES Classic. Um, that's pretty cool. And then they got the Sega Genesis Mini coming out later on too, in time for the holiday season. So that's pretty cool. Um, then they weren't finished yet. They ended the show with a teaser. Um, they announced that the definitive sequel to Breath of the Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is currently in development. They didn't show any gameplay. I can deal with that because hey, it just started. They just started production probably and everything like that. So, I don't have a problem with that. There is one thing I will have to. There is one little thing I have to nitpick, and that is, of course, there was no mention of Metroid Prime 4. That was the only thing that that was a bother. Plus also the original trilogy. Again, that was also a bother. So I was a little bit disappointed. I really was. But nonetheless, I enjoyed, everything with basically nothing to really complain about. I thought it was, it was a great presentation. It was like the fact that they had gameplay footage made it that more enjoyable, and that's what it needed. And the fact that and not only that, there was a lot of games that they showed in the Nintendo Direct that is coming out this year by the just in time for the holidays, latest in November, and that's what it needed. It needed that, and that's what I love. That the fact that they were able to do that, and I was so happy for that. So this gives it a who was at best at show. I don't know. So right now Nintendo was at a commanding lead, so it's probably going to go to them. But I don't know. We got some other things to do. Tomorrow will be part. Next time will be part 2 of the third party wrap up, which we will cover Square Enix and Ubisoft. So stay tuned for that. Then Thursday we're going to do PC, and then Friday hopefully we'll get the see what PlayStation had in store. Even though even though they weren't at E3, they still had trailers on their they still have some trailers on their YouTube channel. So I'm gonna go check them out and pretty much write down all the games that I haven't mentioned in any of these videos. So it might be a relatively short one, but who knows? We'll see. But we'll see what happens. Be sure to follow me on Twitter at TomDog247. If you missed any of today's video, which I hope you didn't because it's amazing, you can check it out as soon as I turn off the camera. Thumbs up the video if you like it. Comment down below what you thought about the Nintendo Direct E3 briefing. Tell me what you thought. What game you're looking forward to. Even if it's Super Smash Brothers with Banjo. I'm curious. So let me know what you had to say. I want to hear what you had to think about Nintendo's E3 briefing. Ringy dingy that bell so you can stay notified on what I'm going to be doing next. And remember, if you're if you're new, show your love by face hugging that subscribe button. We'll see you next time at the next time we'll be here again. Will be the part 2 of the E3 third party wrap up. So stay tuned for that. Till then, this is Tom Dog saying take care, so long, peace.